Oh, we're getting ready to go. Make sure I got my coat on. Don't worry about the pants. Last slurp of the coffee. Oh, that's good. Good cup of joe. Comfy. That's what we need. All right. The final countdown. Well, hello. Have you ever thought about time for some more events? We're looking at getting back to it. Oh, the lovely Mark Ziz has joined us. Nice to have you here, Mark. Getting back to face-to-face events. Here in Australia, we've got a couple of the big states that are currently in lockdown are just edging towards opening up. And there's a whole lot of pressure on the other states to open up because that's been a big problem with events. The state border closures. Yes, I know we're getting political, but I'm not going to go there too much. Anyway, today what I want to talk about is the last-minute flex, or the LMF. It's been talked about a little bit of late. And just so you know, Warwick Mary here. This is my Thursday weekly live stream. Yeah, talking about getting events online. And so what's happening is with the states opening up and we're going back to more events, people are getting excited about face-to-face, but I don't think it's all Thunderbirds are go. I think there's a couple of things we need to take into account, and consequently, we need the last-minute flex. What do I mean by that? Well, basically, it's risk mitigation. Now, the conference organisers out there who are watching are like, we do this stuff all the time, and I'm sure you do, and I'm sure you're brilliant at it. And I don't mean to teach you how to suck eggs, and I'm not going to. But I will say this, if you are putting on an event, you've got to have in the back of your mind, what if the state government or a government says you can't meet face-to-face? Or what if you've got 100 people turning up and they're saying, oh, for that room that you've booked, we've changed it, you can only have 50. So how do you get ready for the last-minute flex? So the last-minute flex is, of course, just getting people to flip online and just sort of go, okay, we're going to put the whole event online, and we'll put half of it online, and we'll do whatever it is that we do. How do you get ready for that? Well, it's really quite simple, and that is expect the best, plan for the worst. Here's the thing. I've seen a lot of people spend a lot of money on softwares and packages that promise lots of hybrid and everything, and it just doesn't quite work. So it is all about, how do I just quickly and effortlessly put this online if I have to? The joy of everybody living through this pandemic is everyone is flexible in their mindset. Everyone's quite acceptable to go, you know what, we want to throw this onto Zoom? Gold, let's do that. We want to put it on Hop-In? Not a problem. We can go to AMP, whatever it is. But I would suggest to you that you want something that's easy, quick, simple, something you might already have a license to. And something like, I'm not going to recommend Teams. I've got to be honest. Teams is brilliant for running a team, but it's not good for when you're trying to organize an event. It just doesn't quite work like you want it to. I'm a huge fan of Zoom because it's just easy. It just works. It's relatively affordable. AirMeet's another one that's quite good. So it's about having a license for one of those, or having someone on your team, maybe your AV partner, who has that license, who at the last minute can go, we can flip to it. It's not going to be the full-on professional TV show, but it's going to capture your content, share your message, connect with your people. And there are some great ways that you can really connect the people and do some good networking with some of the stuff that's out there. You don't need to spend a lot of time on this, but you need to know how to do it. You need to know what's the process. If we get on the day of our event, we get the government saying you cannot, or the venue saying you cannot, or some who knows what, do you have that process to go, right, everybody, we're sending out Uber Eats vouchers to everyone for the catering. We're sending out the link to how you join us. They're sending out the special passcodes for the VIPs. We've got this set up for the sponsors. This is what we do. Go. You've got to have that LMF, that last-minute flex, planned and good to go. This is particularly important for speakers. because we're starting to open up, and I'm going to tell you, because we're in October now, we're starting to look at next year. So we're really planning what's that going to look like. And here's the blatant plug. I've got an event coming up later on this month on the 27th of October. It's a freebie, but it's all about the future of speaking in Australia and New Zealand. So it may be relevant for those of you who are watching from Asia. The Americas, maybe not so much. It's just a bit different over there. So we've got the head of MIA talking. We've also got the fairy godmother of the speaking industry talking, and as well as the power couple of the speaking industry talking about what does next year hold. We're not going to be looking forward any more than 12 months because who knows what's going on. And the last minute flex is really part of that. So how do we as speakers take advantage of that? So check that out. You can register at that website, warwickmerry.com/future-of-speaking. I'd love to have you join us. But for yourself and your event that's coming up, what do you need to do so that you can, at the last minute, change absolutely everything and flip it to online? I would suggest you do not flip it to hybrid. It's too hard. It's way too hard. And hybrid's great if it's done well, but it costs a fortune to do it really, really well. So what I would suggest to you is, if you're going to flip at the last minute, if you've got that last minute flex, just go full online. It's so much easier. It's so much more affordable. And the rest of your team, we're used to doing stuff online now. So it's just going to happen. So make sure you have that last minute flex sorted. If I can help you get ready for it, reach out to me. I'm available for conversations. We'll have a chat, see what you need to do. But if you're a speaker and you're wondering about what the future holds for you, and we're talking no more than 12 months, because who knows? I'd love to have you join us for our complimentary session. It goes for about 75 minutes. We're going to throw a few sneak surprises in there too. So as I said, we've got Nigel Collin, who's the chair of MIA, is speaking. Also, Leanne Christie, the fairy godmother, is speaking. And Donna and Jerry Morris, the power couple, of speaking, who are going to be there and sharing their wisdom and thoughts on what does next year hold for us. All right. Hey, thanks for joining me here on the Thursday live stream. I'll be back again next Thursday, 9 a.m. Melbourne time. So that's Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. We're at that time where our country has gone from 3 time zones to 5, and South Australia is ahead of Queensland. It's bizarre, but it's how we roll because we're Australia. All right. Thanks, crew. Thanks for joining me. Look forward to your company next time. It's the end of stream dance, just to give it enough time to sort of finish up.